Good morning, welcome to part 2 of this landscaping job at the patio and the brick wall. So what we've done, so I'm Justin from Brickright and Brad is with me today. Say hello, Brad.
Hello.
So there we go then. So what we got this base prepared. So if you can just show them all this base, it was meticulously finished off yesterday. So we put our string lines down, we've seen that before in another video. We put our string lines down, meticulously measured. Show them down there as well, Brad, just to give them the full picture of it. So that's all in, that's all been whacked, that's all sorted. So what we got going on today now, look, is we're laying this porcelain. Where's it go? We're laying this porcelain. These are from Cardiff Slate and Stone. They're 900 long, 450 wide. And then on this side there, we got this Brazilian slate as a border that the client wants to go down the side of the, or down in front of the conservatory, out here, and then follow the border of the grass. That's what they want. So, how do we do this? If you come a bit closer, what we've meticulously done, and the temptation is to get on your porcelain, get the mix. Brad's got a mix in there, it's been there for a while. Get the mix on, start going in a corner and just blast it. Get your money in the bank, start blast it. Don't ever do that. My advice to you would be to just measure everything out, try and get a bond. So what we've done, look, if you can see this, I mean, take the notice, by no means is it an architect's drawing. If you stand over my shoulder, look, Brad, if you stand by here, go over my shoulder, because that's where the garden's going to be. So I've drawn that out, and again, excuse the sketch, but we understand it. So this is the conservatory here, that's on my right. This is the grass here, that's where the ton bags are there. And this down here is patio 2 that we're not even thinking about. This section down here is the brick wall that's to my left, and the house is here. So what we've done, we're going to start in this corner, number 1. So we've measured our bond from right to left, and we've got a 130mm cut up against the brickwork, but everything's not square here. So as we carry on through, we know that 130mm cut is going to change, but we can't do anything about that, can we? We squared the brickwork off the house, but then the conservatory's not squared off the house, and there's another extension there that's not square off the house, so everything's out. So you've got to just kind of go with that. So we got 5 slabs going over to there, the 130mm cut. When we get to the edge of the conservatory, which is here, we've got 8 full slabs, and then we've got the Brazilian slate then that goes on top of that. So that works out there. Then when we get to this bit and we start going up here, what we've got, we needed to know how many slabs from the edge of the conservatory out to here. So from here out to here, we've worked that out as 1.8. We can get away with 1.8, so that works out 4 slabs across there. And then what we've got going on up to 16 rows of slabs. If you come down here, Brad, it's this. So the ground here goes like this, so you're level, and then the ground does that. So it comes across level here, and then where I am stood here, it goes right the way down and goes off to a hell of a fall down to the road down there. So what we're going to do, we're going to do patio 1 up here, put a straight joint across here, incorporated with one of the lines of our bond, and then from that point we're going to do patio 2 and go down to the road. Now the road's going like that as well, so we've got to take that into account. All this has been set up for that, so we worked it out. We got 16 rows of slabs, which will basically finish us up to here, and then our another patio, stage 2, goes off that. But on top of that then, these 2 X's, they mark the spot of those 2 manholes that Brad will show you there now. We don't know how the cuts are going to go around there. That kind of is what it is. So now we got a plan. So what we've done, and what I would advise you to do, or if you're doing your own, you just got to tick a box in your own head. We've got our client out. We've meticulously gone through. We've shown our client exactly where it's all going to go, what it's all going to look like. We've shown her the plan. We've shown her we've had slabs out. She's seen it, she understands it. We've said, are you happy with that? That's what it's going to look like. She's said yes. So when we do this now, we already know that our client is approved of it, and she's going to be happy with it. And I think it's the best option, Brad, isn't it? Yeah. So that's taken us what? You put a mix on, it's taken us about maybe 40 minutes with speaking to the client, 45 minutes to get to this point. Now we're ready to lay. Now we got a plan. So we'll end it there, we'll crack on with it, we'll show you some laying, but I would strongly recommend that you have a little system and try and do this for yourself. So hope that helps. Right, I thought I'd show you this. We've had it all year. We've had the wind, we've had the storms, we've had the rain, we've had the cold, we've had the frost, We've had the sun, and now... What's it doing, Brad?
Snowing.
It's snowing. And we're trying to lay porcelain tiles, and it's snowing. So, oh God. Should we go down the beach, Brad?
Yeah.
Might as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
Anyway, to add to our misery, I thought we'd share our misery with you, but we're going to keep smiling, Brad, aren't we?
We will.
We're going to keep smiling. God. Right, the difference a new day makes. Snow stopped play a little bit, yes. We managed to get that done. So all the marking out and everything paid off because we're away now. We're on underway. So a new day. The weather's nice. So we're here. So I just thought I'd run through a little bit with you with what tools you're going to need. So there we are. We've got a bricklayer's trowel there. We've got some 5mm spacers. We've got a ruby suction cup. Now that just sticks onto the slab so you're able to lift it up. It's like an air suction cup. Or you can buy a grabber and it does it digitally or electronically for you. And then you've got your little mallet, white mallet, you don't want to mark the slabs, pair of gloves. And then we've got a multitude of levels. We've got a 6-foot level there, like the blue, long blue one. Then we've got a 4-foot one, and then in the middle, the 2-foot. And then we've got an 8-foot screed in, or long, just a long level really. And then we've got a sponge float. So that's that there, that's to clean the slabs off. That's our slurry there that goes on the back of the slabs. That's the sharp sand, so it's sharp sand, 4 and 1 mix, 4 sand, 1 part cement with a shovel. So that's part of the tools. And then I've got myself laying it, and then we've got the team here. Fraser's not very well, so he's braving it. So you're not good for you. Illness has ravaged through us. Brad spread it, he had it, now Fraser's got it. So Fraser's going to be putting the slurry on and passing me the slabs, and then Brad is mixing and staying ahead of us. So that's the team, that's the setup, that's the tools. So we'll put you on a hyperspace and watch us just get on with it. There we are then. Brad's just identified this to me. Look, I'll get really close. I don't know if you can see that. You've got this section here is grey, and then the outer section is the beige, and this top section here is beige as well. So the colour doesn't go all the way through the porcelain, so this is not full bodied. So if you're looking to cut stuff that's going to be seen on an angle or a step or anything like that, then obviously the colour doesn't go all the way through. So you need to be careful when you're buying your porcelain to check that out if you want it full body. Right, so here we go again. Rainy Monday. We're back up in Gethley Gate, carrying on with this job. So this is a setup we got going on. We planned this on Friday because we knew there was going to be a bad day on Monday, which is today. So we got the gazebo set up. So what size is this, Brad? Is it a 6x3 gazebo?
6x3 meters.
6x3 metre gazebo from Rock Awnings. Brilliant bit of kit. It's the metal framed one. So you walk this way under here. It's been all dry under here now. So what we got going on? We got these two manholes. So we're always two manholes, aren't we?
Always
it's always two, isn't it? We're next to each other. So we're going to get these two manholes done today, hopefully. and then that'll be the day's work for us and for me and Brad. And Frey is there digging fence posts out. So we got his fence post digger out there at all, and his little bar.
Ask in the comments, what is that contraption actually called?
What is this contraption called?
Fence post digger out there.
We call it a fence post digger out there. Fence post digger? I don't know. What do you call it? Brad wants to know. So anyway, we'll crack on, and what we're going to do, it's a horrible day again today, Brad, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we will mention the rugby. Anybody that's Welsh, we should have beaten them in the second half, but there we are, we'll say no more. Yeah, we'll show you what it looks like at the end. Right, here we are then. Here he is, we don't have to introduce him. The Welsh wildebeest, large bag of chips. Look at the size of all them carbs. Do you reckon you'll eat all them, Brad?
Yeah.
Come on then, what we'll do, we'll come to the end and see if he eats all them. I mean, that's a mountain of bag of chips, that is there, isn't it?
Absolutely boiling.
How much do they cost you? About 40 quid?
No, £3.
£3?
£3, and I got a nice Oreo chocolate bar for afters.
Oh, look at that, he got his after sorted out as well then.
Yeah.
Brad, you're not going to be able to move after all that. Mate, I'll say to you, can you cut a slab? You'd be like, oh, I can't. What do you reckon, Frey? He's just a gluttonous pig, isn't he? Yeah.
Car him.
Come on, how many of them can you get in your mouth at once, Brad?
They're too hot, man.
Oh, he does cheer us up with his bloody food. Right, we'll get to the end and see how much he eats, see what he does with it. There we are. There was no doubt, was there? Show him your pack then, Brad, just to prove it. Come on, get the last bits in for you. There we are. 1-0 to the Welsh wildebeest. How do you feel?
Right.
Happy now, aren't you? Yeah? Right, what normally happens, this is what we got to put up with, right? When he has a big drink of pop, go on, have a big drink of pop now, and show him what we got to put up with. Come on. Ah, see, he did a little one. Normally, he has a massive drink of pop, and he's an absolute pig, and you'll hear, that's like, isn't it, Frey?
It's like a big bar.
And you've got to sit next to him, Fraser, haven't you? Normally, Fraser's too scared to eat, and you, Frey, because he puts you off. What's this now? What you got there? That's your afters, is it? Did you offer me a chip?
Yeah.
You bloody didn't. You lying little
liar,
git. I had to ask you for a tray. Didn't I have to ask him for a chip?
No.
I said to you...
You dropped a hint and I had to ask.
Exactly. I dropped the hint. I said, oh, you're not going to offer us a chip, then, are you? Or do you want one just? Oh, yes, please, Brad. Yeah. You didn't want to part with one, did you?
No.
Anyway, there we are. Brad's food. He's always on YouTube with his bloody food. So we got to get on with it now. Do some work now, Brad, haven't we? Let's go and do it then. Right, this is where we are with it. Thought I'd show you halfway through. So we got all our cut in and laid now. So just about in the process of getting that one where the ruby is on top, the suction cup. That's there. I don't know if you can hear it, but you can definitely see it. Who says you can't lay porcelain in the rain? Innit, Brad?
Well, we have got a gazebo.
Have we? Right.
Just.
Oh yeah. I mean, this thing is bloody brilliant. I mean, in the right place at the right time, the gazebo saves you a lot of money in terms of being able to carry on, doesn't it? Sometimes it's raining, we just can't use it, can we, Brad?
No.
But it is absolutely pouring down with rain out there. I don't know if you can hear it. And we're doing a job. So we're going to hopefully get this finished today now in the rain. So I'm happy with that. You happy, Brad?
Always happy.
Okay, let's carry on then, is it? Let's do it. Right, there we are. It's about 3:30 or 3:20 now in the afternoon. So we've managed to cut that. And you know what? This porcelain from Cardiff Slate and Stone, I think it's a little bit softer because it's cut in excellently. And we haven't broken or fragmented any of it. So Brad's done a cracking job on that, cutting that in. So there we are. Job done. Just goes to show if you buy one of these things or get yourself set up, what you can actually do in the rain. And just to show you, you can see it coming off there. It's still absolutely pouring down. So I'm well happy, well chuffed. We've beaten nature today for once in our lives, and we've managed to carry the job on moving forward, and we've got it done. So see you tomorrow. Right, this is where we are with it. I haven't been in for the last couple of days because it's been pouring down with rain. So we've only worked twice this week. So We got up to that point there, it's all been grouted with flow point. We put these Brazilian slate in, mitered them on the corner there, as you can see that there. And then customers asked to put these steps in. Now steps, they are close to damp proof, of course. We have explained that to her about ingress of water, the possibility, but she understands that. She has said she still wants them because she got bad knees and won't be able to come out if we hadn't have done it. We put that in. There's a separate video of this on YouTube to explain how you cut that and the principle of how we did it. So if you want to see that, then look out for a separate video on that there. Just get a close up on it. That's the gully there, a nice round cut on that. Separate video. So Brad's putting a mix on now, and we are going to be putting the treads and the risers on the step there and step there. Right, update. I left my phone in the house yesterday, so no recordings. I do apologise. So we've done that step up there, look, with the black slate underneath. That's what the customer wanted. We've done that one over there. Now when we come down to this here, we got an issue. Let's zoom out. We've got an issue with the porcelain. If I try and get right underneath here, hang on, bear with. So you can see underneath our level there, look. See the little gap underneath the level where the one slab joins the other slab next to it on the left hand side. See, you can see that gap. And then if you move all the way along, there's no gap in the middle, that's touching. And then bear with. Oh. You ever seen one of those seals or one of those walruses trying to get off a rock? That's what I'm like on the floor by here. So you can see now that's touching all the way through. There's a little gap underneath that side of the level, but in the middle it's absolutely flat as a pancake. And then you come to this side where you've got that gap. So we've reported it back to the client. There's obviously a fault in the porcelain, so he's not very happy, but he's given us a go ahead. But he wants that slab removed and another slab removed. So now we got to start messing about taking slabs up, which is not his fault, and we'll do it willingly. And now we got to go through the slabs in the garage and put the level on them to highlight the good ones and the bad ones. So what I'll do is I'll take this slab up and I'll show you on the level how bad it is. So this is frustrating now, so I'm going to show you this slab. So all the slabs we laid on the first patio up there, there's a few little tiny discrepancies, but nothing you'll see, so absolutely fine. And then you come down to this one, and it's making our laying look poor, look really bad, and we're trying to be really meticulous about it. But these slabs are creating an issue that's not good for us as installers, because it just doesn't look as good as what we want it to do. So come a bit closer, Frey. I'll show you exactly where we are. We have to get really close on this. So can you see the level? You might have to zoom in. I don't know if you know how to do that. Can you see that gap on the level in here? And then if you follow down to the middle, it's touching the middle, and when you get down to the bottom, you've got a gap again. So just to put it into perspective, if I move this part of the level in and press, that's touching the slab now, right? You now see that gap at the top?
Yeah.
So that's flush with the slab at the bottom. And if I do this, and you've got exactly the same, if not worse, down the other end there. So when I do this, that's how much the slab is out. Slab's bent. So what you're doing, you lay the slab to the middle and it's flush to the one previous, and then the two end bits go like that, and they just look low. And you can see it all over the slabs, can't you? So we've highlighted it to our customer, we've given him the option to go back to the manufacturer. He's purchased the slabs himself, so it's, you know, it's nothing to do with us apart from laying this. We've gone back, we've told him, he's not happy, but he wants us to carry on because taking them back and getting another batch out. So he's told us where to lay them, like on this corner and over here. So that's what he's going to do. But pay £2.5 grand for these slabs, so you shouldn't have to really be doing this. And I'm not happy because we want to do a good job. So there we are, little moan for the day. And you think porcelain is an A-grade product, be very careful what you're using and where you're laying it from, and I suppose check it, because that, for laying the product that's supposed to be perfectly flat, is totally unacceptable, isn't it? Leave them in the comments below, see if you've had any experiences, or let me know what you think. See you in a minute. There's another slab now. This is the second one we've taken up. So my level, if you go in where my hand is, look, Frey, that level is completely touching, completely flush with the slab. And then if you follow up, and then you get to the top of the slab, you see that gap there? So this is what's happening, look. You see that gap, Frey?
Yeah.
So what's happening when you lay this part of the slab to the one you've just laid, it's flush, there's no lipping on it, it's absolutely level. And then when you get into the corners, the slab comes across and it dips. And you're thinking, I've laid it wrong. It's not right. So anyway, without bleating on about it, I just wanted to show you. So again, if I move my leveler, you can clearly see that there's a discrepancy in there. If I touch the middle, you know, and then you can see then you've got if you touch the middle to get it flush, by the time your edges are laid to the slab adjoining, you're about 3 mil low, aren't you? But the middle's flush. So it's giving us a real bloody nightmare. So as you can see, I'm not happy, but we'll crack on with it. We'll do the best for him, but we don't really want to be doing the best. We want to be doing the ultimate. So these slabs are not letting us do it. So I'm not going to go on about it. We'll just crack on. Right. Here we are then. I haven't been able to show you much footage. I've said this all the way through, haven't I? Everyone's been ill. I've been off work. Brad spread the lurgy around. We've all felt sorry for ourselves, but we're done. We're finished. So here's the final finish. So here we are then. A little walkthrough for you. So we got the brick wall there. You've seen that in the previous video. If you haven't seen part 1, go back to part 1 because this garden's in 2 stages, part 1 and 2, and you'll see the whole build. So there's the recessed manhole cover or covers. Is the 2 following the pattern there. There's our little bit of curved cutting we did. Separate video for that, by the way, so you can have a little look at that. That's the little band course we did at the bottom there with the black Brazilian slate, which follows all the way around there and around, mitered that there, around to here. I've had a couple of days off, and in fairness to the 2 lads, Fraser and Brad, have cut around there. And they've laid the bottom section of this patio, and they've done a really good job. Really proud of them, pleased of them. So, yeah, they're coming along really, really good. This is the other cut he's done, that. So Brad and Fraser did that. But just to sign off, so this was coming down on a slope down here, out onto meeting the highway. So we just put string lines up and levelled from left to right, and job done really. But back to this issue we've got with the slabs being bent. The client has phoned the manufacturer up and spoken to them about it, and they're in discussion as to what to do about it. But it just made it really difficult for us because it looks like the installation is all the cock and wrong, but it's not. So we went through the slabs and picked out the good ones and laid them in key areas, and you know, that was to the client's instructions of where they wanted the good ones laid. They're happy, they're over the moon with it, we're happy with it, but it has left a bit of a dampener on it in terms of the quality of the second batch of the slabs we had. So if you've got any thoughts on it, or if you've experienced it, just leave them in the comments below. Let us know. I'll show you from this other way now. So it all goes out onto here. All that's nice and clean and tidy out there. So I'll just show you the slope. So the slope goes up and joins that patio, nice, neat and tidy. Now if you're wondering, that side there, client wanted to have a little bit of an input on things himself, so we put the fence post in. He's going to put a new fence on it himself. He wants to render that wall himself, and he wants to redo the garden here by lowering the levels and putting drainage in himself. He's hands-on, so you got to try, haven't you? You got to try and accommodate people and give them what they want. He wants to have a go, so good on him. And there we are. So please like and subscribe, and we'll get down onto the next one, which is a big project now down in Cardiff. So stay tuned. It's a biggie. So we'll see you down there. Take care. All the best. Cheers.